and it's fun to people watch early in the morning as the sun starts to make its way, above us here along the Atlantic coastline. And we saw a gentleman here this morning. I mean, the streets are rough these days, particularly on Front Street. At 5 o'clock in the morning, and that we saw one guy coming past us this morning. Looked like he had the Buffy the Vampire Slayer pike, I guess is how TK described it. I mean, forget about the sidearm and the firearm. This thing was a dagger, and if you were going to mess with this dude, this was probably to shoo off any unwanted pets or anyone that was going to come and maybe stick him up on the side of the street. I mean, this dude was ready to rock and roll.
He was ready.
I mean, that thing was, if the initial knock on the side of the head didn't, put you on the ground, the sharp edge that was, filed very finely off at the end would have definitely impaled you, and you'd be going to see the doctor later today if he had a little work done on any perpetrator that were to come and confront him while he did his traditional morning walk. It seems like he was out and about. He does it every day. And what a tool that guy had this morning. I said, man, that was like Buffy the Vampire Slayer-esque type of stuff there this morning. Hey, taking your own security in your own hands when you talk about walking alone, solo in the streets of the city of Wilmington.
And then that other guy that was walking with the Gandalf size.
You had the Gandalf side walking stick, and that was a she and a female, so we want to use the proper pronouns this morning in describing that lovely woman who was walking on the opposite side of the street. She looked like more of a walking stick, but this thing was all taped up, the hand grip on the top, the hand grip in the middle of the walking stick, more like a Donatello type of machine if you were going to be engaging in hand-to-hand, face-to-face combat this morning. The streets of the city of Wilmington, April of 2021. So our king, Governor Roy Cooper, yesterday declared that the month of April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And we want to remind all of the folks out there about the record of King Cooper, who as the longtime Attorney General of this state, left the North Carolina Department of Justice. See, when you have that position as the Attorney General, you oversee the entire Department of Justice within the state of North Carolina, or if you're talking about the federal government, the level of our government. But a reminder that our king once served as the Attorney General for quite some time, overseeing the actions or inaction, in this case, of the North Carolina Department of Justice. So this week, of course, the king declares April to be Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And just a reminder to the folks out there on the record of our king, Governor Roy Cooper, he, while serving as the Attorney General before ascending to higher offices as the top executive in our state government, as the governor, the king, in fact, as the Attorney General, left the North Carolina Department of Justice the largest backlog in the country of untested rape kits, which still hasn't been cleared even to this present day. So a lot of rhetoric out there, a nice proclamation made yesterday, but the record doesn't necessarily match up to the actions in the words. Who would have thought that a politician would, make a big proclamation and, of course, declare the month of April as Sexual Assault Awareness Month, which is something that we should all be aware of and understanding in many circumstances. But a reminder that the king left the North Carolina Department of Justice the largest backlog in the country of untested rape kits, which still hasn't been cleared and remains, a very difficult situation for a lot of grips with their crimes that they committed in years past, if in fact we